Good afternoon, everybody, and I hope everybody had a very Merry Christmas. I'm in Tommy's room here, and he wants to show you a few of the things that he got for Christmas. I guess you've got some games here and some guitar strings.
Pokemon Ultra Sun for the DS.
Yeah, well, I know nothing about that stuff.
And
yeah.
Touch Mechanic for the DS.
Yeah. And
cars.
What do you got here? Some guitar strings?
Electric guitar strings, some markers, and I got this bass guitar case.
Okay.
For my bass, because the zippers break.
On the yeah. Doesn't it sit down in there? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's a nice case. That's real nice, padded and everything, for your bass guitar. Okay, and then you got some clothes and stuff, which you know, we don't need to put on video, but okay, well.
Flannel shirt. And,
yeah. And a lot of miscellaneous things and some gift cards and so forth. Okay, out in the shop because, well, that's easier to show you the stuff that I got. Now, I got a bunch of clothes, and I got gift cards, and gift cards from my son and a gift card from my wife, and a few things that are in the house. One of my things I asked for, my wife starts her Christmas shopping like in August. She does a little bit at a time. And that's the only way we can really do it. Now, this would probably be the last year because things are going to be, you know, a little tighter for the next year. So, one of my favorite Westerns is The Rifleman. This is season 4, and this is the legal copy available on Amazon.com in case anybody's interested, of the entire series 4. I have series 1 and 2. I've been getting these ever since, you know, last few years. But my wife said she wanted to get me something else, and I couldn't think of anything else, so I said, well, give me the blue ESR meter made by Anatech. And we looked around, and I found right on the Anatech site, it's fully assembled for $95. I didn't really want her to spend that money on me, but she insisted to get me something nice. And when she saw it, she says, geez, that's tiny. You know, well, good things come in small packages sometimes, you know. So I haven't even tried this out yet. It's still wrapped up. This is the box that it came in directly from Anatech in California. I will give you a quick rundown on that. And also, I watched your video there, Doug, MOSSLACK, on his Night 600 tube tester. It was nice of his daughter to get that for him. And I want to read off some tube chart settings on mine, which is not a 600, and he can compare it with his roll chart. So that's what I will do after I show you real quick on the Blue ESR meter. So stand by, I'll get you on the tripod. Alright, I cut the tape here. Now, the chart that's on these are a little difficult to read, so I have a regular chart that I printed out for the ESR. Now, there isn't much to this as far as, you know, bells and whistles. It's pretty basic. There's an on and off button here, which when you push this here, okay, and I guess you zero it out over here. The leads are quite long. I would say they're about 18 inches long, but that's what came with it. And well, maybe I gotta put these clips on here. And both red leads, so it doesn't matter. I guess there's no polarity involved. maybe that don't go on there. Let's see, wait a minute now. I guess so. Alright, let's see. Alright, let's see. I don't know. They're clip leads, but they don't stick out far enough. We'll probably have to cut that rubber off on the end there about a ½ inch. Because I can't make them contact. I'll take that off. I would think they'd use alligator clips on it. I'm not sure. There's no instructions with this at all. So I was going to show you how they work, but maybe I'll have to call them during the week and see if I can get an instruction manual on how to use this, because there is no... It's only an on and off button right here. So I can't really show you how to use this because I got to learn how to use this myself. I don't know why they use bananas on the end of this. I would think that, you know, and these here, they don't stick out far enough. So anyways, well, I can't get this to stay on here. The only way I can get it to stay on here is to push the clip all the way in, hold it, and then shove this on, okay? But now I can't use the clip. I have to either have to cut this part of the rubber off or cut about half of this off. So right now I'm going to do this, which means even longer leads. Okay, now they're shorted out. I hope I'm on camera because I'm sitting down. .12 ohms. But there's no zero on this. There's no other controls on this. I'm going to have to call them up because there is no instructions in here. The only thing that was in the bottom of the box, besides the packing list, is the address of the company. So I would think that this would automatically zero. Okay, I hit the button again and now it's zeroed. Alright, I'm not sure. Maybe that's how. No instructions. No instructions whatsoever. This is what I got. I got the telephone numbers. Questions, tech at and anatechtronics.com. Sorry, my eyesight doesn't permit me to read that print. Okay, so, alright, so this is what we have to do. So, I zeroed it. So let's get a capacitor. We're going to do this real quick here. I got an electrolytic here that came out of the RCA senior volt thermostat I got at the flea market. This is a 10 microfarad 250 volt electrolytic, which I removed and tested it on my ICO 950, and it checks good. Am I on camera? Probably not, but we're going to make sure it's discharged, even though it's been many weeks since I worked on that. And now we got to play games by holding this on. It was so much easier if they're clip leads. But let's... It's jumping all over the place because I got to have clip leads on it. So I'm going to have to just add more wire here, and I'll probably take these off and put regular clip leads on it. It's the only thing I can say. It's poor design. And American made too, but I hate to do this, because this is not the way you're supposed to do it with very long leads. Although I can zero it out. So what I will do now, I will zero it out right here. Again, using, alright, and let's hit that. Okay, now it's zeroed out. Now we'll go on the electrolytic here. 1.7. 1.7 ohms, 10 microfarad, 200 volts. 10 microfarad, 200 volts. This chart is very confusing, so I'm going to have to use the chart on the wall. 10 microfarad, 200 volts. I don't know how to read that chart. Okay, 10 microfarad at 250 volts, which is the next highest up, otherwise I got to go down to 160, is 6 ohms. Okay, that's the printout chart that I got off the internet. So this is very good, 1.5. Let's turn it off. So anyways, I have to go by this. And that's the story there. Alright, so I'll have to do a future video on this. And what I'm going to probably do is to find some kind of a chart that I can glue on top of this, because I don't like this here. Something that's much easier to read. Other brands have a simple chart, and it's a lot easier to try to read than this thing. Now I can't get too close. I'm using the Kodak ZE1, and I'm going to read off some numbers. This is for Doug MOSSLACK. I'm sorry, I can't get it up on the bench any more than that, so it's flopping around here. So, all right, I'm gonna read off a tube number here. So please write it down. Let me just get the. All you need is to get the information on what levers go where and where these controls go. And you don't really need to actually test the tube itself. So let's do a simple single 6CL6. 6 Charlie Lima 6. 6CL6. Okay. A is 3. That's the A circuit. This control right over here on the right. 1, 2, 3. So A is 3. Remember, it's a 6CL6. A single section tube. 6.3 volts, of course, on the filament. So that'll be the same regardless if it's a different model or whatever. C, which is your load, is 16. 16, 1, 6. All right? This is very confusing now. This test is very confusing. I cannot figure this damn thing out. All right, on the up, all the controls that go up, 2 and 3 go up, but the 2 and 3 are in dark letters. 2 and 3. 2 and 3 go up. 6 and 7 go up. 6 and 7 go up. But 6 and 7 is in light letters. And 8 and 9 go up. Alright? The ones that go down is 1 and 4. 1 and 4 go down. Okay? I'm going to read them letters off again now. On the switches that go up is switch number 2, 3, 6, 7, 8, and 9 go up. On the switches that go down, switch 1 and 4 go down. All right, and that's it. The rest of this chart is for another set of tubes. Okay. We'll do one more tube here. Hang on a minute. Okay, a well-known All-American 5 radio rectifier tube 35W4. Okay, let's set all these back here. We're not going to change the filament switch. We know it's a 35-volt tube. We'll keep that off. I'm only showing you what the settings are on this test so you can compare it to yours. A 35W4, which is over on this side, is 35-volt tube, of course. A is position 3. So 1, 2, 3. B is 32. B is 32, which is a 35W4, so it's set on 32 because that's the next step from 25 to 32, so there isn't 35, so it's not very precise anyways. Filament voltage are approximate. 32. C is 20. The C load is 20. Okay. And switch number 5 goes up. And switch number 4, 6, and 7 go down. Switch number 4, 6, and 7 go down. 4, 6, and 7 go down. I just got the call to come on in and eat. This is Christmas Day, so that's it, Doug. I hope this you can compare it with your roll chart, because this is not a 600. This is a Allied radio, but it's not a 600 series. So I have the Coltronics book. I'll send it to you if you want in a week or so. Just let me know. Thanks for watching. Take care, and I hope everybody had a Merry Christmas.